What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today's video is day 2 of the FPL Advent Calendar series. Day 2, December the 2nd, whatever you want to call it. We are in episode number 2 effectively, and this episode we get to reveal the first shirt in the series, and as you can see around the screen, don't know why I did Mario sound, it's Tottenham. Tottenham shirt is the first shirt to be revealed. Famously, they were in a 2-horse race, surprisingly, there's number 2, and finished 3rd. Poor Spurs, but we've got a factor. They've also got the topic for today's video, so let's kick straight into things. Okay, so to do with Tottenham, here is a little bit of a fact / tip for you. Now, we all know there are some high-priced strikers in this game. There are 4 above 10 millions at the moment as of recording this video. And when it comes down to form, Harry Kane is up there, joint top with Diego Costa. He is on 7.7, Costa is also on 7.7, Ibrahimovic is on 7, and Aguero just a measly 6.7. But you've got to go into the fact that Harry Kane has some tasty looking home games. In fact, 3 of his next 4 games are tasty looking home games. So for me, I think looking at Harry Kane, he has got to be one of the players you bring in. So, alas, we're going to get onto the main topic. Day 2 is here. What is the topic? Well, a bit of a storm. Surprisingly, Harry Kane and, Hurricanes link in, I suppose. They're the same thing. But a bit of a storm has been brewing in the FPL community to do with Coutinho. Over 500,000 people have transferred him out. It's got to the point he's lost a quarter of his ownership entirely. That is insane. He has been flocked out of teams. He's out until mid-January, and if you haven't been one of the people that have got rid of him yet, or if you're looking for a few replacements, you played your wild card, then I have got the video for you. This is where I'm just going to talk about a few replacements for Philippe Coutinho, and hopefully you can pick between them if you haven't yet replaced him. So we're going to start off with the high-priced players, and also start off based in Liverpool. We're going to start off with Firmino. He's valued at £8.8 million also, as you can tell, plays for Liverpool. And, if you're going to keep the Liverpool ownership, you think they're still going to be good in the attack, even without Coutinho. I think Lallana's coming back as well, it could really help them. Firmino is definitely one for you. Also, Sadio Mane, so worth keeping an eye on him. I do think he is one to keep your eye on. I've just said that twice. Although a bit higher priced than 8.8 and 9.2, I think if you got the money, I'd say get him. He's their most decent looking attacker or midfielder they've got at the moment. Next up we've got Theo Walcott of Arsenal. For me, I'm just not feeling it with Theo Walcott, but he's a decent proposition, and although he's been a bit hit and miss in the last few game weeks, if he does start hitting again, my goodness, he's going to be a good player to have on FPL. Then we've got a bit of a risk the last 2, Riyad Mahrez, and just because I think Leicester have got decent few games coming up, and hopefully with Champions League being done with soon, Leicester can really kick on, Mahrez can really kick on, and maybe he can get back to the form he had last season. Finally, in the high price bracket, Christian Eriksen, £8.1 million. Although he's only had 1 goal this season, only a few assists at most, Eriksen is still an exciting prospect, and again those 3 good looking home games, really appetising. So yeah, I'd say any 5 of them would be good, but if you're looking to make a bit of money, then there are some cheaper players you could go for. Starting off with Liverpool again, Adam Lallana, valued at £7 million at the time of recording this video. It's important, every time I talk about prices at the recording, it might have changed by the time this video is released. And Lallana's looking like a decent proposition. He's coming back to full fitness, and at £7 million, maybe played a bit further forward because Coutinho is missing, who knows, but Lallana looks really good. We've got Pedro next at £7.3 million. I really like the look of Pedro. He's keeping his place in right wing, which is important because Oscar's coming in. He could possibly play there. You've got Willian who could possibly play there. You've got maybe Michy Batshuayi who can play there. But Pedro's keeping his place. He scored a fantastic goal against Spurs last weekend, and I think Pedro is going to be kicking on from here, maybe getting goals and assists, who knows. But £7.3 million gives you that Chelsea coverage. He's a really good player. And last up, we've got Gylfi Sigurdsson. Simply because, for the repetition there, he's the main man for Swansea. Everything will go through him, and if Swansea are going to pick up points, then Gylfi Sigurdsson's going to pick up points. And those are the 3 probably middle budget players. But if you want to get even more money, you need a cheaper option possibly, then I've got, you know, a few absolute Stephen Corkers for you. Starting off, as always, with Liverpool. Liverpool coverage in Emre Can. Now, it's a weird one because he's been playing decent amounts. You know, a lot. You know, he came into the team pretty much because of an injury to, I think, Wijnaldum, and kept his place. He played really well, scored a few goals as well. £4.8 million. I just think it's a decent player to shove in your midfield, because if he's going to play, he'll get the points. Also, maybe clean sheets if they get better in the defence. So, worth taking a note on that one. Next up, we've got Mr. Matt Phillips from West Brom. And I'm a bit weird about that one. West Brom have got a tough few games coming up. Also got an easy few games in between them. It's a weird mixture West Brom have, but he's in good form. And I do think, you know, he's definitely one to be considered. Then at 5.1, Nemanja Matic comes in. And the reason I'm saying Nemanja Matic is simply because he's getting assists somehow. He's a defensive midfielder, but he's on 7 assists in FPL. Mental. Absolutely mental, and it gives you that Chelsea coverage, so I say Matic is definitely worth considering. And lastly, Leroy Fer. The man is on fire. Remember back in the days where he first joined the Premier League for Norwich, I believe? He's looking like that Leroy Fer, and that, you know, Leroy Fer back then was destructive, you know, like a wrecking ball, and I think this Leroy Fer could really be a wrecking ball. With that being said, that is day 2 done. Day 3 out tomorrow, hopefully, if I don't forget. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Kurtyoy, and have a very, very Christmas in 23 days, 23 days, 24 days, one of them, in a few weeks' time, I say that. And hopefully you have your Coutinho replacement already. If you don't, hope I helped. Peace.